Alright guys, how's it going? Awesome Soul here, and today I have a few topics I want to cover. First of which is the Proto Seeker. So I believe Mark, yeah, it was Mark, asked on Twitter if everybody was having trouble with Proto Seeker helicopters, and he was asking for suggestions on how to make it, I guess, less overpowered. And if you got a few responses already. I believe it is still, well, you can't really close a tweet, so go over to Mark's Twitter if you want to chime in. But something that I actually posted on there was something that I feel would actually only affect flyers rather than affect ground bots that use Proto Seekers, like my fabulously recently upgraded MOA. I strapped on a few more SMGs because it desperately needed it. Anyways, my little suggestion was basically the Proto Seekers, I guess, onboard computer would have a hard time calculating based on the wind. So say you're, basically the higher your altitude, the longer it would be to get a lock on a target. At super high altitude, it might even be longer than the missile launcher. Just, obviously, an example. But that would get rid of, at least when the Proto Seeker was first released, there were, I guess, almost Proto Seeker satellites that were basically abusing the really, I think you have to use helium and I don't know how you do it, but basically there's some combination that will allow your helicopter to go insanely high in the sky. So, people were strapping on a bunch of Proto Seekers and going all the way to the top of the map and just raining hell down on people below. So, with my system in mind, if you were that high up, it would take like, I don't know, 8 seconds to get a proper lock on someone. So, I think that would be pretty fair. And it wouldn't hinder ground bots, because it is supposed to be the noob weapon, and new players will be making ground bots first before going into the more advanced air bots. Because some people have said, you know, just a flat accuracy nerf at long range, but one of the things the Proto Seeker has going for it is a long range, highly accurate weapon. So if you take away the accuracy, what's really the point of the Proto Seeker? I don't know. But there was something I was toying around with in my head earlier today about the Proto Seeker, and I will continue that in the next part. So, as always, hold tight, and I'll be right back. And here we are, back at it. So, something that I was sort of, again, just a random thought I had earlier in the day, after just reading over that tweet. It was basically, what if you did nerf the accuracy and or maximum range of the Proto Seeker, and then maybe increase the, I guess, anti-electroplate power of it, or maybe keep it the same, because, I mean, it is pretty devastating against anything that is electroplated. And then on top of that, go through with some sort of complete rework / overhaul of electroplates. Just making them a lot stronger. And I guess have the Proto Seeker as the anti-electroplate weapon, in much the same sense that the flat cannon is the anti-flyer weapon. So this would lead to I guess sort of like this weird new dynamic where you can use the electroplates and they might be stronger than armor, But what if you run into a Proto Seeker? Then you are completely screwed. Much the same way you are completely screwed if there is a flak below you and you are a flyer. I don't know, I think that idea needs to be... That was a weird glitch, I don't know if you guys saw that. But yeah, it's a interesting basic idea. I haven't really completely thought that one through. I was just kind of vomiting that idea out there into the world. If you guys want to take that a step further, maybe post it down below, see what you guys can come up with. I don't know. So, I kind of covered Proto Seekers for the whole episode. But the other thing I did want to get into, and I guess I'll just quickly go over it, is how are you guys spending your new and improved CPU on your bots? So as you've seen before, I have strapped more lasers onto this bot, and I do have quite a lot of CPU left. I think 5 lasers actually works pretty well with this. I don't know if I'll go any higher. What I think I might do is maybe once I get more CPU, throw on some countermeasures, maybe more radar, or maybe another hoverblade for redundancy. I'm not entirely sure. Or I could throw on the close range weapon that they're talking about will be released in the next update. I guess I could go over some of the other ones that I've updated, but mostly they're just all blocks, really. I haven't really added any new weapons to it. The MOA is kind of the biggest change, and even then, just 2 extra guns. Not that big of a change. So, down below, I guess you guys can go ahead and tell me how you are upgrading your weapons, because last time's question was what level you are, and it seemed like everybody was sort of just getting out of the gate fairly slowly. Everyone seemed to be in the 105, 106 sort of range. Then again, that was pretty much the day of the update, so I guess down below you can say your level now, and again, how you're upgrading your bots. So I will end the episode right about here. I've been the Awesome Soul. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.